OG are going to match up against the current iteration of BetBoom. It's a two-head thing for Ogre.
But he doesn't repeat himself. They talk to each other. Like a normal casting duo would, Avery.
Yes. Thanks, Shiver. We're going to be watching OG versus BetBoom here. That's all I have.
If anything, if it was Arc Warden, you could do that bit. Bet he probably.
Well, the two heads, they like repeat and argue with each other, you know?
Yeah. They argue with each other. They don't repeat with each other what they're saying.
Well, sometimes maybe they do. I mean, we don't know what Ogre says to himself at night when he cries himself to sleep because he doesn't have any brain.
Because he never gets picked.
Because he has no int.
Because I have no intelligence. But he's got luck on his side. And we'll see whether or not luck is on OG's side
Luck's the hell
in
of a
this
drug.
matchup as I try once again to transition into the game and some sort of analysis from my analytical co-caster. No?
Oh, was that me?
What good are you if you're not analyzing?
I don't know. My brain actually thought you were talking to somebody else. I was still in the two Ogre head mode. I didn't know what was happening.
2 legs this time.
I mean, what do we got going on in this game? You know, we got the Spirit Brothers. I've already talked about the lore of this matchup, so I feel everyone's very familiar with that one. We got the Ember versus the Void. I do think GPK can go ham this game. He has the Frost Shield to back him up. He has the Chakra Magic to back him up. There's not a lot of like burst off the control. I mean, you have like a charge, but that gets interrupted by chains, and you have Techies fall up off an Ogre Stun, but that's about it. Ogre Stun is not that great, honestly. The range is really low. You have to wind it up. It's good on the lane, but it's hard in the fight. That is where this hero shines, though. Early laning phase. You're running a Lich, Bloodseeker, and Ogre. I actually think Ogre is a pretty good pick versus lane. You sit there with Wand, you get charge off of every spell, and you have insanely high base region. Like, what hero has more base region than Ogre?
Centaur.
Exactly. But Centaur's a dumpster on 4 legs, so you can't pick him. Whereas the Ogre is 2 heads on a Ferrari.
A Ferrari? Wow.
Very valuable.
Okay, so legitimately, how good do you think offlane Ogre is right now?
I think it's perfectly good.
Okay, because me too. I've been playing around with it a little bit. Feels pretty nice.
Well, it's not that good, you know. I mean, the Midas acceleration into auras is just always going to be pretty useful, right?
Yeah.
I have some doubts about how good his spells actually are, but you're not really picking offlane Ogre for his spells.
Yeah, I mean, it's like picking Doom.
Well,
Midas is basically like Devour, except for you can multicast it.
I don't know if anything's quite like picking Doom.
Okay, but you gotta admit, it's kind of similar. If there's any offlaner that's similar to Doom right now, I feel like it's kind of Ogre. You just get this farming mechanism, you guarantee that you're gonna get a bunch of aura items. Nightfall, not quite gonna die until the Taiga hit comes in.
Yeah, this lane's going great for OG. Yeah, I mean, when you're beating a Bloodseeker on lane, you're super happy too. This hero is generally picked early on because he is a lane dominator. He has very high armor, good base stats, gets thirst off the other lanes, but where is the other lane thirst? That's the problem with the Dusa matchup. Hiraki will never give him that thirst. BZM is just doing exactly even mid with GPK here. And so he's not pretty low. There's just no thirst for Nightfall in this game.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. The Underlord Coddle, I think, in any matchup would usually be chipping away your HP all the time, but
Dusa don't care.
Dusa don't care.
Dusa don't need HP. Ogre don't need brain. Techies don't need money.
That was... thank you, production. That is a wonderful... We're going to see the Space Cow charging on through the bottom lane.
They even made a little
Put him
icon
down.
there.
The Blood Grenade slows him enough that the Blood Right lands and should be able to get the kill. Taiga will be able to get the blast off, though. That'll do some extra damage to Toronto Tokyo before he dies.
Wait, that lands if you're dead?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, well, actually for a couple reasons, but there are some things that cannot be dispelled in the game, and one of them is body placement. Dead bodies, like you can glimpse back a dead body, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Blastoff, where, like, you know, his body's still going to go through. Death is the ultimate dispel in Dota, but it cannot dispel corpses, I guess.
What the fuck are you saying right now?
It's the same thing. It's the same reason Tiny Toss works. I'm telling you, it's a mechanic.
Death is the ultimate dispel, but you can't dispel corpses.
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
Yeah. It's the ultimate dispel in Dota. But it doesn't dispel everything.
Okay. I'll just... Sure. I'll go with it.
I'm telling you that the corpse is a mechanic in this game.
We should actually bring the corpse mechanics back. I forgot about those.
Corpse expulsion?
Yeah, save is Gonzo to the Seb Boots Bash build down here. And I am glad that they put Seb down here instead of Taiga, because you really wanted this Techie's top. This support switcheroo has paid pretty big dividends for OG in this early game, as both side lanes just absolutely going their way. And mid is being won by BZM right now. He's up XP on GPK. He's up a little bit of gold. Save is going to TP in to refill the bottle, which means Pure is just 1v2ing it down here. He does not have Vanguard yet. Couple bashes will steal it.
Maybe? Oh, he bashes him backwards. Perfect timing for Seb. They'll guarantee the kill with another bash.
I mean, 2 bashes for the 2 rings on his fingers
Tokyo,
right there.
they had vision up the hill. Toronto Tokyo not knowing that. Blast off lands on the Ember Spirit too.
Level 6 advantage. There's 2v3 in him. OG playing a pretty strong early game here, and that is going to be the power rune.
Yeah.
That's a decent rune too. Illusion rune in this game. Not too bad.
Yeah, you could dispel the chains.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have chains, but if he did, you could you could dispel it.
You could dispel the...
I mean, of course, you can also dispel chains through death.
Yeah.
Since death is the ultimate dispel.
That is actually
except
true.
for all the things that apparently can't dispel.
It's...
Do you feel like the 2-headed ogre yet? Is this
yes. Now I feel it. This is much better than your intro.
Well, DM is feeling some thirst that Nightfall finally got, but the stick charges and BZM to turn it around. Plus the Space Cow. Where's the Space Cow
Charging
camp?
through him, and he's got him. Well, we don't need a second camp to see him, but he's already on screen, Avery.
Yeah, but I feel like the audience wants it, you know? It's kind of hype. Ooh, Seb took the bottle to go get the Wisdom Rune. Some nice teamwork going on over here.
Okay.
He's gonna save it too. Extract some more wisdom.
That
Never mind.
is not how that works, so...
Slowly milk the juice out of that rune.
Really, I'm beginning to feel like the Ogre duo. I feel like we've got no intelligence in this cast.
That actually hurt me a little bit. All right.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I'm hurting both of us. Nightfall slowed down. DM. Can he get a multicast? Can he get a Fire Blast in the first place? He does get a multicast off of that Fire Blast, and the charge comes through. Save. Didn't see it coming fast enough. And OG off to the races here in this first
literally.
8 minutes of the game. Seb charging faster than anybody else in this game. And this is an excellent start against a team that has had a very strong day one.
God, he is just destroying them on the map right now.
They just can't handle it.
Old man on his horse. Too slow to prevent the cow. He's level 5. He has phase boots up. I don't know, man. Every time I see Spear Breaker, I feel like this hero just wins. He just wins Dota.
Yeah.
Regen rune for BZM as well, so he's just going to trade out mid and have that in his pocket. Probably make a rotation. And think about just killing pure bottom. Another big kill. He does have Vanguard, but a lot of single target bursts coming out from this duo. Throw a snake on top. It's probably enough.
Just very fast rotations.
Yeah,
They got the scan on him.
Playing fast. Playing
Pure
loose.
He gets a pull, so he's going to be right underneath his tower, so that is not a rotation they can make anymore.
Yeah, just too deep. He recognized the rotation was potentially coming. Good dire wards around mid as well. But OG definitely have a lead in this early game. Not a huge amount of stacks for BetBoom either. Sometimes you get a lot of stacks up with Coddle. Hero can try stack. It's pretty nasty. LGP GPK farming up. And what is the over-under on GPK going his patented Ember Blade Mail Radiance build? You remember that one?
Yeah, I think Radiance is actually decently value nowadays against Dusa because of the mischance. So I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see it.
I mean, it's twice as good versus Ogre.
That is not how that works. Slight chains. Gonna go for the kill on Taiga here, trading out supports, and yeah, BCM is just gonna dip.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Of course, as we saw there, the Techie's blast off does persist through death, Cap.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
In case you didn't know that.
Just like Tiny Toss. A mechanic or disruptor glimpse.
That's Arcane Rune for GPK. Big rune to get. This Ember, he's got Chakra behind him. Put an Arcane Rune on top of that. This is a lot of hidden skirmish power for BetBoom. You have Save maxing that Chakra as well. But not be surprised to see BetBoom take any sort of engagement that comes into them with the TPs right now. They're missing support ult.
I was certain he was going to stop this charge, but no. Seb dives past the tower. Absolute madman.
I mean, what's he afraid of in this game?
I guess not a whole lot. BCM does cut over, so that charge still results in the kill. Nightfall is going to die.
Oh my god, the cow.
They respond, but just a bit too late. The Underlord's going to come through now. OG, can they extract themselves out of this situation? Looks like Seb, he'll die, but still a worthy trade-off. 2 for 2. You kill the enemy carry, you only lost your supports.
You bring everybody up there, and Yuragi is at the beach resort right now, soaking up the sunshine. He's having more space than he's ever had in his life. The space cow generating it for him.
Is that one of the new 4 zones in Dota?
What?
No, you know how you got the mines, and what is it? The well.
Yeah.
And then you got the beach resort.
Then there's the basement.
The basement, yeah. That's where Slacks is.
And Gabe's yacht.
It's like a GPM buff.
That's right.
Just
Plus 1,000 GPM on Gabe's yacht.
passive income from Steam sales.
Are we allowed to make that joke?
What? We're making a joke about the success of Valve? Our illustrious benefactors?
Dangerous territory. They're still looking for this Lich ult, man. Toronto Tokyo is not finding it, and they really want this Chain Frost. So much of the early fighting power here. It's what stops the just chain going in from OG getting punished.
Smoke's gonna break.
Oh, weird smoke.
Yeah.
I wonder what they were trying. I mean, maybe just trying to get vision on the triangle. I almost think that wasn't. If
Not
they
a
find
killing smoke, yeah.
like if they find Nightfall there, they'll kill him. But anybody else, I don't think they have the damage. Just a vision. Didn't get it, and now DM is going to be the one returned on up here. Does have that Midas going to work. We need a Midas multicast cam. That's what we need. I haven't even been keeping track of it.
He's a big tanky boy. They're going to have to use the Rupture on him. That's a lot of abilities to be thrown onto an Ogre that is still not dead. Charge on through. Bumps Pure. Does get a really nice pit, though, out. BZM's going to be able to bounce out of that one. Seb hiding away in the trees, ready for another charge.
Got it at 4.
They did not get anything out of that for BetBoom.
Single target damage is not great right now. I mean, it's a Rupture, but that's a 1800 HP Ogre with Vanguard. Just need more damage. You need this Chain Frost. You need the skirmish power coming out for BetBoom. Does not feel like they have the firing power to burst through OG right now. That just means they're going to continue to free farm. They're going to continue to accelerate because they have Medusa and they have Midas Ogre going to work. And that is outfiring BetBoom right now, up 3K. Plus the fast start they had on their supports. Charge going through bottom will annoy Pure, but unless you bash him like 8 times, I think he's fine here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Honestly, I would have thought about doing that. Just because
just block him on the bridge.
Yeah, block it. You get on the other side of him. He can't go through the bridge anymore. Blast off, lands on GPK, trying to protect the power rune spawn. It's on the other side. Taiga will die for that one, but he sets up a fight for BZM to maybe deliver the finishing blow. The Ignite. Did it hit him? Oh, no, it didn't. I think he might have slight dodged it.
Oh, where's Seb going? Oh, he's looking for GPK, but he won't get there in time.
Yeah, if
Try and walk
anything,
it off. I mean, he doesn't have
he's going to
bulldoze
come
yet.
back.
I feel like he wishes he had a bulldoze point at this rate.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised he doesn't.
I mean, he just went for the snowball build, right?
Yeah.
But this is a pretty decent bulldoze game.
Underrated aspect of Echo Saber, you can put some pretty fast building damage in. BCM showing it off there, chipping away at that mid tower.
Yeah, he's been chunking this. Normally this is a battle we see these corrosive orb embers win, but he's been putting in the work. Has a haste rune in his back pocket as well. I mean, he is having a fantastic game here, 4-0-3. Gonna go with that Manta Rush after the Echo. Get rid of the chains, mess with the Chain Frost, get rid of Solarbind. Pretty nice Dispel game for OG. You're always gonna have DM building those auras as well, so it is just gonna be pure scale for everybody else.
Speaking of Pure, BZM's going to put that haste rune to use here to be able to kill Pure OG, bringing all of their forces to bear against the off-lane Underlord.
Yuragi is going diffusal. Why?
Keep people in his range. You know, just inhibit them,
No,
keep them around him.
no, that's wrong. I mean, the one thing is...
Fuck you, why did you ask, huh? If you didn't want a goddamn answer.
I mean, now it feels like the ogre. My only thought is if he wants like a late game disperser, because the disperser cast on himself is pretty nice. Again, good dispel game. It's one of those items.
Against the Coddle Slow?
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
Stupider than what I said.
I mean, I feel like you just go the Butterfly Scotty here, right? Even Nullifier isn't too bad this game. I don't know why he wants the Diffusal. I feel like Diffusal is not amazing on him, so it's okay with the Manta, but...
DM does not look nearly as tanky as he did 5 minutes ago. Boy.
I mean, now they have
fast.
They have a Vessel with that Solar Bind, with Firestorm going in. Yeah, now you have some extra damage kicking it up. And this is where BetBoom can hit that mid-game stride with the Lich and Coddle behind the Ember. I kind of like the Vessel pickup from Save. It's giving them a lot of extra single-target damage that they were lacking in some of those earlier core attempts. Pretty interesting choice that I think makes a lot of sense. You kind of have to provide something here on Coddle because, I mean, you have Underlord. Underlord's just always going to build your auras, be the tanky, just, you know, other 2-core sustain with utility guy. If you just overload the sustain and the utility, then are you actually ever killing the Deuce? Or are you killing these cores? I guess the other option would be like dagging Coddle, but that just sounds crazy.
Crazy?
Dire's bottom tower is under
Called me
attack.
crazy once.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All right, calm down. Ooh, the 2x multicast on the Midas.
Wow. See, oh, he almost has level 3 multicast. That's when it really starts cooking. Taiga is cooked. The Fire Spirit goes to work. Burns him down, 15-10. 3,000 net worth lead here for OG. As they, Duke, I mean, they've been getting a lot of farm out of Yuragi. He was playing on that other side of the map. He was tanking the Ancients away from BetBoom's side. He's got his Diffusal Blade, so he can use Inhibit in these team fights.
And he is going...
slow the enemy team.
Don't try. He is going that Nullifier. Third. This is a very aggressive Medusa build, which means OG want to keep up the pace. Double damage BZM is going to take you to town.
The gaze!
Or is he?
The gaze stopped him. He couldn't get the final blow. What a save. Just in time from the Lich.
Toronto, Tokyo at the right place at the right time. The best skill to have on a support. And OG paying a price for that aggression.
Is there artillery in this game? What's going on? You just hear the sound of mines going off all the time.
It's trench warfare out here. I wonder how comfortable BetBoom are scaling in this game. Because it does feel like this game is going to go late. I don't think either team is just going to run the game over. That's like a big question, right? Because Nightfall has been shut down pretty hard, but...
Does your hero ever feel good past 30 minutes against Dusa? Bloodseeker versus Dusa?
I mean, not really, but Bloodseeker can play around the hero. He can kill other people. He can get in there and
mean,
kite the fights through Thirst a bit. You can get other people low.
It's the same idea for Ember, right? Just kill everybody else and dance away from the Dusa.
Yeah, which I think is their ultimate game plan. Like, they have the Underlord, he'll reduce the Dusa damage, he'll probably have a Halberd at some point, he'll have Crimson, he'll have a Greaves. If you get to there, right, I mean, Pure is thinking about all these items right now.
Yeah.
He can deal with the Dusa and give them a lot of time in the engagement, and you just kill everybody else on OG. And I don't know if Dusa's doing enough damage through Frost Shield, through Atrophy Aura, through an AC, Crimson, Greaves, any of this stuff can come out, right? It's a lot to punch through.
Okay.
I can kind of see BetBoom like winning those fights, because I don't know, the other damage source for OG is the Void Spirit. Ogre does not do damage in the late game fights. His spells are way too hard to get off, I think.
Grabbing Seb, making sure he can't keep that charge stun on the Ember Spirit. But Yuragi is just able to play all kinds of up in their face. He is going to get that Nullifier, not a Disperser.
Well, I mean, you get the Disperser later. You're not got a second item Disperser.
Are scanning.
You're floundering out here. That's my mid-game feedback for you.
Wow, thanks. Thanks for the feedback thread.
Yeah, I mean, Reddit's down, so we got to make our own feedback threads.
Yeah, nothing private about you today.
Middle tower is under attack.
If you have any feedback for Avery, you can
No, that's fine.
at SVG Dota.
That is not a real anything.
He would love to hear from you guys.
You can send your feedback to Gabe Newell at Valve.com. He would love to hear from you.
Yeah, tell him how much you love this duo.
Radiant are scanning.
Where's our
Get us a final someday.
where's our Midas counter at? We need a Midas counter in this game.
Production, Midas counter.
Who's keeping track? Nobody.
God damn it, JJ.
Take a notepad out and start writing it down, man. I'm gonna ask you again in 10 minutes.
Yeah, you better you can write on the map. No. my favorite part of casting is yelling at the observers and them not being able to respond outside of shaking the screen. Seb, he'll be fine. Walk it off.
I mean, he did literally walk that rupture off. As this game has turned into a bit of a stalemate here, both teams just farming up.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Also, Glimmercate first on Spirit Breaker. Pretty interesting itemization from OG all around, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh!
That felt good. Oh, that's the next farm and chill. We need an Ogre Midas farm and chill.
That's true.
What are you shaking the screen at me? All right, we're going to take Roshan for
Tower is under attack.
OG. And that'll be Pipe next for TM. What do you... Okay, so I think Crimson Guard is usually pretty value on Ogre because he has so much strength.
Wait, why'd they draw a boat?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
You're
attack.
so...
Is there some meme I don't understand? BetBoom smoked on a ward right now. This is a high ground ward fight. They have Crimson done. They have Pipe done. You have that Frost Shield.
How do you want to start this fight, though? Like,
You do
don't
not
want to go on the
just,
Deuce.
No, right? You want to find another core. You want to find the Ogre or Void Spear. Void Spear's not here. You can take the Ogre if you can get him, but it's just too deep. And yeah, this is not a go.
Take that pizza to go, Pure, and get on out of here.
I mean, you can't get out.
Nope.
He's diffuseled up.
The inhibit going to work. Pure having his mana burned away. He'll get some extra from the Coddle. Ember Spirit bouncing back, TP away, but the Remnant grabs him, drags him back, and Pure will be the casualty. GPK also had to use his BKB and TP away, so very good situation for OG all around. BetBoom just unable to get the right kind of initiation. Oh, nice interrupt there from Toronto Tokyo. He gets back to the tier 3. We yelled at them so much about the Midas. The kill on Lich, they were like, no. The kill on Lich is not important. We got to check on DM's hand of Midas. Thank you. I appreciate that. He did not get a multicast on that Midas.
These are important. These are important to know. I mean, who the hell cares about a Lich kill?
Yeah, it's actually less than him getting a 3 times multi.
It's less impactful in this game.
Okay, that was a charge.
Oh, Seb. Okay, he got charged.
Yeah, he got charged.
It looked like a bash, though.
It did look like a bash because he was halfway through the attack animation.
I mean, he would have bashed him, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-time TI winner for a reason. Blast him away, hit us out, but again, BZM.
Yeah, see, he bashed him. It's got that planar pocket, by the way. Might be able to tank a Rupture.
Ooh, that would be good. Rupture, Sinister Gaze, Chain Frost. Those are your single target abilities of this game.
I feel like you're happy tanking any of those here. Even just the extra magic is just running in the fight is pretty impactful in this hero. He also went Glimmer Cape, so Seb is just tanking it up. He just wants to go in and tank all the magic damage for his team. Doesn't feel like he's going to die to the physical, which kind of makes sense here, right? Like, what physical is going to take down this Glimmer Cape Bulldoze Spearbreaker? Probably nothing. Pretty obnoxious build.
And that Rupture, when you hit a Bulldoze Spearbreaker, feels so bad.
It's not great. OG just continuing to farm to this late game Medusa.
Oh. Ooh, 2 times. All right. Good effort.
This guy's not an ogre player. You can just tell, you know.
Sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. DM, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have that ogre in him.
No, he definitely does not have that ogre in him.
Middle tower has fallen.
Well, you can see BetBoom's plan right now. They are just all around the map trying to find farm and staying away from OG. And you could see the line drawn by Seb. He wants to cut them out.
Oh, this charge.
Yeah, it's on GPK,
no one can
but
get
there's no one else nearby.
I mean, again, I feel like OG are fine with this right now. There's no threat on them. No one's getting pressured, and they're just farming up a storm. And they're finding the pickoffs.
That's gonna work.
Wait, the charge got...
No, he still has a remnant and the Stone Gaze.
Yeah, but he canceled his own charge? What stopped him?
I'm not sure.
It's another big pickoff. Cannot be trying to trade map farm if you are giving up the big core kills.
Another nullifier. Oh, man. I mean, you're not keeping that Lich Armor on anybody.
No. I mean, he didn't even level it this game. So...
Wait, what?
Yeah, just 2 points. Kind of interesting.
Wow.
Nullifiers are going to be a problem.
I mean, I guess in some way, like Lich maxed out Sinister Gaze, it's kind of hard to use it sometimes against Dusa, but it is a source of mana drain. You get it maxed out, that's 20% of his mana.
I mean, Sinister Gaze is a good spell. I feel like it is a very underrated spell. It's one of those instant stuns that is pretty reliable to get off in fights and just does work.
Yeah.
Pretty decent cooldown. The issue is BetBoom have itemized in a way where they have double Glimmer Cape on their supports. Plus this Crimson Guard on Pure. There's just a lot getting nullified here by the 2 nullifiers outside of just the Frost Shield. Like, it's just so much utility and net worth going out the window. And the problem is BetBoom need the utility so they can extend these fights, get around the Stone Gaze, get around the Void Spear Burst, and let Nightfall go to work after the fact. If you can't get over that hill, if you can't force the ult out from the Dusa and then take the fight, like, I don't think you can commit in with your damage sources. Then you're just poking them with slights. I don't think OG care about getting poked right now.
They're going to smoke up and make their way back to Seb, who's been playing off the map and not with his team, because I think it's his job to get the charges on these BetBoom heroes when they try and split push.
This is a great smoke for OG if they can land it in time.
They got the scan.
They ran the down way instead of the up way. It'll be ships in the night. I think BetBoom got back far enough that that wouldn't have worked. But it was a decent read. And they're continuing to build the lead. Every time this happens, it's BetBoom dodging the fight, which means OG extract a little bit more. Nice ward by Taiga.
That's a nice one. Getting some really good vision here, but...
That's not the guy you want to start on.
Yeah, not the Underlord. BetBoom doesn't want to go on the Dusa first, and OG don't want to go on the Underlord first. At least not next to the base like that.
Yeah, if he's super isolated, they'll take him.
Sure.
But it takes a while to bring him down, and then you're just opening up so much space in the fight. Pure is close to his halberd, but he's not there yet. Also a pretty important item to buy time in these fights.
He bought his shard on the Bloodseeker, which I mean, I guess
good
just
chart.
the one thing I'm looking at is just it doesn't really do much against Dusa.
Yeah, but nothing in this Bloodseeker matchup does anything to Dusa.
Sure.
So his matchup's terrible. All right, they found him isolated.
Did.
He's help.
got Crimson, he's got Pipe. And he's up to the high ground. They're going to start backing away. The Blood right spots some of these heroes and they get the Rupture. DM just keeps on walking through it. Turns around, tries to go for it. They pop the BKB. Nightfall is able to collect that one kill. GPK is actually the one to get the last hit there. Chain Frost bouncing around pretty nicely. Manta will tank it up now. Toronto Tokyo really wants to get the grab here.
Yeah, you can chase. No Stone Gates.
Vision on the high ground.
You've gotten over it. Time to catch. If you had Remnants on GPK, maybe he doesn't need them.
They're burning through his mana pretty fast. He does have some Blossoms to be able to work with, though. Blast off, lands on a Pure. They're targeting him with a Nullifier on it, but those supports going in, they're committing so much on a Pure, and it may just be a bad trade-off for them. Looks like the Tech is going to die. Taiga falls there. Pure, he's going to get a reset. He goes back to base while the rest of the cores, GPK and Nightfall, currently trying to get away from this Dusa while kill some of the other heroes. Toronto Tokyo slowed down by that Nullifier. Oh, a crit comes in. That's going to finish him off,
yeah,
but there goes all that mana. Pops a Lotus, pops Manta, disengages, turns around, and now OG, they're on the hunt. Nightfall, they got him with the charge, and they'll finish him off. What a turn from Yuragi. What a bait by him.
That Lotus did so much work there. He's definitely dead without it. Just baiting BetBoom the entire time. Gets a Lich buyback on top of it. And Seb has just been destroying them with the in and outs, man. He has Glimmer, he has Lotus, he has Planar Pocket. They can't lock the Spear Breaker down. He's getting 4, 5, 6 charges off in a fight. He got 4 charges off that fight. 4 Glimmers and 4 charges is a ridiculous amount of control and fight extension, which buys time for Yuragi to get in there.
And the funny part is, you were talking about how BetBoom want to be able to draw out the longer team fights, but OG still make it work to their advantage.
I mean, honestly, that fight was looking decent for them, right? If you don't have the Lotus on Yuragi, you might just be happy with that outcome, but that's Medusa for you.
See this overcommitment here onto the Dusa. See the greater Lotus that he had.
That's 900.
That's a couple times now. Save has just been a tad bit late there on the blinding light to stop either the charge or the blast off.
I mean, Seb is charging him out of everybody, right? Some of that's like to go through the other heroes, but some of it's also he just wants to take the Coddle out, get rid of the Chakra magics in the fight. I mean, we're saying these fights go long. It's nice for BetBoom if their supports are alive. You take their supports out first, so you're not getting the mana refills. Like, GPK's out of mana right here. What do you do for a Chakra?
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
And the
Back into the fight. Looks like we had a fight around Roshan. But again, the Dusa was the one in front. Spot save. Where's the charge? There's the charge. Got him the vision. The blinding light goes out. GPK. BZM does manage to get in there, though. Grabs them and finishes off the Coddle. Once again, he's dead first. Blast off goes out. The Lich is going to be dead next. 2 supports gone. And BZM is catching more. Pure, slowed down. Has the Nullifier on him. Seb getting another charge on through. The ultimate to be able to finish off the Bloodseeker, too. Down with the damage dealer gone. It's cleanup time for OG. And they will not be able to stop Pure's TP out, but they will be very happy with how that team fight went.
I mean, Yuragi gets the 0 mana, but they cannot finish him off. Finishes up that Disperser, gets some extra boost and moose, but you throw that on top of a Bloodlust Sling, you're running around 550 MS. And I mean, Nightfall ruptured Seb. That tells you everything you need to know about how these fights are going.
Yeah.
And it didn't even do anything. Maybe it got planar pocketed? That's another possibility. It's very hard to tell.
I mean, even if he didn't, I don't think there's a good rupture here.
No, there really isn't.
And that's a huge problem.
Oh, it did get planar. He tried to rupture BZM. It got planar pocketed onto Seb.
I mean, either way,
it just sucks.
It wouldn't have done anything really to BZM at that point. And I think that's a big problem, right? Like the Ogre just stands tall, the Dusa stands tall. They can't actually force OG to move around.
I mean, that's kind of been the setup for this game. Like, where is the punch through going to come from against this brick wall of a lineup OG have? They're insanely tanky. They have a lot of utility from the Ogre. He's buffing everybody up. You have this Breaker that they have no control for. I mean, you have a Pit. That's it. This is the downside of first phase Bloodseeker. When you get this Medusa-type lineup, you create an instance of a game where you can't get people low. Nightfall just can't go in these fights and have impact. He's the one getting run down.
They're really going for it. He has to use his BKB. There's still going to be the Nether Strike bounce back, and Nightfall. It's close. BZM, the Glimmer Cape comes through. It saves him. Now the Rupture. Now it's got some use. They're behind the tier 3s. BZM's going to take some damage off of that. If only BetBoom could pursue, but the Stone Gaze, it puts a stop to all that. I mean, Stone Gaze on cooldown, but you still have this extra life on Yuragi.
OG are going to definitely continue to push this Aegis. The high ground's hard into the Underlord, but they're happy to take everything else. 22k gold lead. They can take another Tormentor here. They have some decent shards to snag as well.
This one will go to the Ogres, so we'll get some Fire Shields thrown around.
It's a good Fire Shield game. A lot of their physical damage instances are discrete, so you kind of just have to right-click your way through it. Another Midas, off cooldown. Let's follow this beautiful Ogre multicast Midas.
Whoa, BZM, come on, man.
I mean, that's a 2-camp anyway. You're not gonna Midas 2-camp.
You better leave something for DM. See now, look, DM's keeping out to find a better camp.
Ooh, there's like juicy golem camp.
Oh, he stopped it. No.
Oh, he's going midway. Oh, he gets a
2x.
Man, this guy needs to.
This guy just doesn't perform when the camera's on him, you know? Chain stun. Nether Strike plus a Remnant. BKB goes off and he's able to get away. Close call, but these shorter duration stuns do make it harder to get the chain stun.
Shiva's paying off for GPK in these burst instances for sure. Tanky Ember build.
Went through the portal, and Dusa almost caught him.
Ooh, got his courier.
Has been killed.
Map is getting very weirdly displaced right now.
Illusion's helping Toronto Tokyo a little bit, but ultimately,
I mean, yeah. 6 heads are better than 1.
Yeah. They got the double Philly Stone on the
EZM is just gone.
Huh?
Oh no. Whose chair was it? Who was it? Oh!
Toronto Tokyo. Oh.
I thought it was BZM. I was going to say he astral stepped out of his room, but it's Toronto Tokyo. I guess he actually died. Oh my god.
Go when ready!
What the hell? GPK? Yo, bro. Oh, I guess it's a crashed cam.
Oh, is that what it is?
I mean, it's still pretty funny to think that GP...
He says no.
It looks frozen, though.
Hey, he's back.
Oh my god, it's not a crash cam. It's actually just... GPK just went. That is the most GPK move of all time. You going ready? Is everybody here? No, I don't care. He's dead, guys. Doesn't matter. He's your captain.
That is just straight up a pub move.
I mean, this guy's always playing a pub. I'll tell you that much.
he's never played a pro game.
There is no difference in his mind. Well, that's
on DM.
I guess they were ready.
Ready to defend anyway.
Oh, okay, come on, man.
It was just a 2x.
I mean, come on. This is just sad. This is just sad.
We haven't seen the 4 times yet. Let alone
we haven't
3 times.
Yeah, we saw 1-3. Does he even want to win this game? I don't understand. I mean, Seb's gonna have a talk with DM after this game for sure. Motivational speech or something.
I will say this OG is looked pretty damn good compared to game 1, and I think that's like something. I don't know if it's.
This is game 1.
Sorry, day 1. You know what I meant.
Yeah, but it's still.
I don't know if it's a Seb effect in general, but I feel like most of the time Seb teams are pretty good at being able to
win TIs.
Win TIs, yeah, but part of that is because they're able to change some of their play from like a group stage into a playoffs or from one day to the next. I remember like TI8 group stage, day 1, day 2, they didn't look so hot, but day 3, 4, they looked great.
That was a good group stage.
Yeah, how'd that group stage go for you?
That was a good. That was a good one.
You guys winning up top, right?
That's right. And then we picked OG.
You guys picked your opponents.
I mean, dude, I remember this.
LB.
Okay, in our defense, it was OG or LGD. LGD looked way better. And I remember the discussion was like, everyone's like, this OG team's not that good. They're like, when they were like so in the playoffs, like, you know, the group, they didn't look that great. Like, who the hell's this Thompson guy? He's just some random pub player. Like, they're not that good, guys. We'll definitely take him.
I love the fact that you had to choose between the OG
two
and
finalists.
LGD.
That was our reward. But I mean, hey, it worked out for somebody, so
It didn't work out for
I'm
you.
happy for him.
Well, I think it worked out for you. You ended up here, working with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tiger really likes that ward spot.
He really does. It's a cheeky ward. Pretty hard to de-ward. Going Hex? The chat item build. Just jump
Yeah, they're
in.
going a lot of hexes because we got DM who's going to go one as well.
That's the
almost
old
has it.
multi-hex right there.
I mean, he would have it if you would be 4xing these multipass, but
This is where all the timings are just off.
yeah.
Like, that's why my read of this game is just off right now. I mean, I know OG's up 30K, but it doesn't feel like it because...
He just wasted a 4x multicast on a solo Ignite.
I mean,
what are you doing?
I don't know. Give this... Where's the strategy? Where's the pseudo RNG manipulation? Where's
Reach.
the ritual sacrifice before the game? It's classic Ogre playbook.
I mean, as the casting Ogre Magi duo here, we're pretty disappointed.
I'm a huge Ogre Magi fan.
Dire's
Me
top
too.
tower is under attack.
Groggy sneaking up. Sneaking up on all of BetBoom with
What
a
a
charge drop
charge.
through that hits 4. Now, the damage is not immediate or abrupt. It doesn't get a kill until they get the pick off on Toronto Tokyo on the side, but BetBoom can still fight this one out. It looks like they want to try. Oh, never mind. Where did Nightfall go? Hello? He just disappeared.
There was a carry there. You still looking for him?
It's like a Where's Waldo game. Where's Nightfall?
He's not alive. I mean,
Okay.
I would call that a man fight, but it really wasn't.
Was that was BZM's damage, I think, right? Because the initial damage from
He got shredded by both of them.
yeah. Because when Uragi hit him, it didn't look that impressive at the start.
No, but if he lands a couple of crits, I mean, this is a 5-slotted Dusa with Bloodlust. You just can't run in like that. But I feel his frustration. If you don't run in, your team has no damage.
Crimson Guard and Frost Armor will only do so much to delay this push that's coming in, and Pure won't be alive for long. He's going to buy back now. 10 more seconds until they have... Okay, that's a nice Chain Frost. Bounce over the creeps, unfortunately, and DM is also giga tanky. My God.
He's too dumb to notice it. Just bounces off his skull.
They're throwing snowballs at him. All right, Uragi does lose a healthy amount of his mana.
He's got a cheese here.
Yeah, he does.
OG can keep pushing if they want to. 40K Goldie, double buyback forced out of BetBoom on the Underlord and the Coddle. Yeah, you have Halberds, but don't have the damage right now. They're just going to smoke up and instantly run into Uragi and rupture him, but geez.
That's 1,500 mana for him. There goes the Lich, already dead. And
God.
Blitzseeker trying to commit on Uragi, but it's just not even close. GG immediately called BetBoom. They can't handle this Dusa. They can't handle OG in game 1.